Hello, my name is Janie Capri, and I believe in experiencing life like you're living in a novel. So come with me
to a magical city that celebrates the macabre year-round. If you'd like some inspiration for how to live your life like the main character, stick around by subscribing.
Now let's get into the video.
This is a trip that has been thrown about in passing so many times, it's hard to even believe that it became a reality. But a series of events occurred that made me realize that life can so easily be changed, and I wanted to ensure that Meg and I got to experience Salem together. A bit of a backstory on us. We met in middle school gym class. Yeah, whole thing in and of itself. But we later found out that we had mutual friends outside of that. I probably say this too often, but anyone who has known middle school me and still chose to stay my friend through all of my awkward phases is the most dedicated kind of friendship. We both share an interest in the macabre, so from the historic Salem witch trials to modern-day ghost stories that still haunt the place, it was the perfect location to spend a girls' trip together.
She's laying on the bed that Auntie Meg gave her. Oh, you're gonna miss her so much. Just kidding. We're gonna be the ones missing you. You're gonna be like, oh, they're finally gone. Where are we going?
Salem.
I'm literally so pumped.
It's gonna be great.
We're just gonna take a quick little stop at the store, see if we can buy some coloring books, and then get all checked in with the airport.
Literally, it's just gonna be a whole travel day. We're not gonna get there until like 11 p.m., but it's fine. We're fine.
Part of the adventure.
We're so good at this. We're so good at this. To us being older people. I'm drinking a tomato juice. Cranberry cocktail.
We got in incredibly late last night. When we got here, all the lights were on, so it was super easy to find. I'm very happy with our accommodation. Cozy, it's open, and there's just like a lot of nice little details in general.
It's
cute. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. We have a church pew with a cross in it, which is just very funny being in Salem. I feel like there's like a specific name for this type of mirror, like a moon mirror or something like that. Have you heard that before? Very nice vanity. The nautical theme is perfect considering you can literally see the ocean right from where we're at. This is definitely my favorite part of our stay so far. Random duck named Bob. The bathroom, fabulous. It's got a sun hatch. It's just very cohesive. The towels are really nice. This makes the lighting so good. But other than that, we're gonna go get some breakfast, start our exploration of Salem. I'm not going to lie. Our first full day in Salem started off pretty rough. When doing the research for the trip, I saw that there were bus cards that you could purchase once you got to Salem. But alas, we were sent on a wild goose chase. We picked up the cards for free at the public library, but you couldn't put money on the cards while you were there. You had to go to a bus or train station. But as we wandered the hollowed streets of Salem to finally find the sought-after train station, no place in sight could we find to charge our cards. It ended up working out though, since Salem was very walkable and it was usually faster to walk than to take the bus anyway.
We just got a compliment from a local on our on our outfits. We feel so special.
We were out and about for a bit. We tried to get like the Charlie cards, did not have any luck with that. Next up, we are gonna go get some lunch. Once the goose had been contained, we first sought sustenance at the Flying Saucer Pizzeria. It was a well-deserved meal after trudging through the fruitless streets earlier. After that, we donned a visit to the witch house.
Up next, we are going to the witch house. Very exciting.
Classic Salem foresty thing to do.
Yes.
Which is also known as the Jonathan Corwin House. It was one of the few remaining structures in Salem with historical ties to the Salem witch trials. We weren't allowed to take videos inside, but we did pose along with all the other common folk on the outside of the estate.
It's kind of cool seeing all the old artifacts. My favorite part was they were talking about you have a big fireplace for the kitchen and you make multiple smaller fires so that way you can utilize all of the burners.
Yeah,
Just like you do.
burners for cooking different things.
Just like we do now. So it's just kind of crazy how it's like there's things that are so different and then things that just kind of stay the same.
The same, yeah.
We then took an impromptu tour of a museum of torture. It had many interesting artifacts of all things morbid and grotesque.
Have to go down the creepy alleyway. At least it's not dark outside. It's not dark. So we're gonna be fine. Yeah.
Then it had come time to visit the Salem Cemetery.
Looking at how old all of the gravestones are. We have old gravestones in Utah too. It's
The pioneer ones.
Nothing compared to that. Over the most common ways to die. Obviously like sickness, but then I want to say it said something else.
For women was infections from burns of the legs from
That's
the
what it
skirts
was.
catching on fire. I wonder what this means, because there's a lot of this tree. There's that one.
Meg pointed out the common themes of the stones, and when she asked the all-knowing scholar Google, it relayed to her that her suspicions were correct.
According to the AI overview on Google, willow tree symbolizes mourning and sorrow. In the urn and willow motif, a popular 18th and 19th century design, the willow signifies the soul's journey.
So now we gotta look up what the golden wings mean.
That each carved stone had meaning and ties to various time periods.
A winged skull or death's head on a gravestone symbolizes mortality, the fleeting nature of life, and the journey of the soul through death. The skull represents physical death and decay, while the wings symbolize the soul's flight or ascension to heaven, often with the implication of resurrection and a better afterlife. The symbol was common in the 17th and 18th centuries, particularly in Puritan communities, as a reminder of unavoidable death and a call to live a virtuous life.
My elementary school teacher had us design our own tombstones, various symbols and stuff, and then she took us on a field trip to a cemetery.
Not morbid at all.
It was then time to take a short rest before hitting the village and presenting ourselves at the fine establishment, the tavern. What was your favorite thing that you saw today?
When we went to the witch house and we're looking at all of the historical furniture and talking about just like what life was kind of like back then.
Yeah, what was common? I really like the cemetery, I've decided.
That was also really cool. I did like this a lot.
I really like that you pointed out that you noticed those common motifs, because like I knew that was a thing, but I was not thinking about it at all in the moment. You're like, hey, there's a lot of this, and I'm like, oh, please look it up. Tell me more.
We are on our way to the tavern for dinner, and then after that we get to go to a ghost tour. Spooky time. Hey,
Where's your boyfriend?
tried to catcall a turkey.
Which also happened to be the first of 2 taverns that we would attend.
Okay, what do you think of the chips?
Good.
As we waited for our next activity on the itinerary to begin, we stopped at a famous witch's shop. We browsed many thingamabobs and trinkets that the fine establishment had to offer.
You need to cover them or put them in a dark room when you have one at your house, because it will light your house on fire. If the
Oh
sun-
gosh. So we were just told that this is the oldest witch shop in the country. So that's pretty cool.
Gosh, that scared me.
Especially since it's moving.
And decided that it would be necessary for us to return on the morrow to don the fine trinkets in the light and mayhaps purchase an item or two. It was time to start our final ghostly activity of the day. We joined a walking tour of Salem's best ghost stories.
We're at the witch tour. Not witch tour. Ghost tour.
Ghost tour.
We were just in a witch shop, just kind of killing time before everything started. I'm ready to be spooked. Are you ready to be spooked?
It was absolutely terrible to be walking the streets of Salem at this hour.
Costume. Pictures. Wanted to find a ghost? Ghost. Oh no. Oh no.
The amount of ghostly sightings and happenings in this town is astronomical and definitely confirm that if you believe in such tales, Salem is no place to be walking alone at night. Luckily, we had our lovely guide to lead the way and keep us looking over our shoulders.
Now, the land we are standing on used to be owned by none other than Bridget Bishop, who was the first person to be executed for witchcraft during the witch trials. Now, I want to take you back and give a little bit of history about how the trials started. Does anyone know or guess what was the top box office movie in 1994?
Lion King.
No? I'll give you a hint.
No.
What was that?
I was right.
Jurassic Park, thank you! Now, Sheriff George Corwin, he was known as the Strangler. Giles Corey, last chance, how do you plead? And he said, Sheriff Corwin, I curse you and I curse the whole city of Salem. Those were his last words. Now, a lot of people...
And it was a good thing too, because a raccoon almost got us.
Oh, get off the stage!
I think we had a very successful first full day in Salem. Didn't see any ghosts though. No ghosts. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. So, one of us has to go home and change. Neither of us talked about outfits or anything, and I'm like, dang, did a really good job. Everyone's gonna think that we're Twitches or something. We're off to go back to that one witch shop to buy some things, and then we're gonna go and get a psychic reading. Maybe some shopping, Pioneer Village, more shopping, dinner, and then we are going to have an early night because we also have an early day tomorrow. So hop to it. Meg and I are having a very in-depth conversation about drivers here. I had made the comment, wow, they actually stop for pedestrians. Yep. And anytime I'm like waving them on, like, hey, you can go, like, you don't have to stop for us, they stop and they're aggressively like, no, you go. And we're like, okay. And I was like, wow, this is amazing, because back in Utah, they're not like mean to pedestrians, but I feel like they just don't notice us. Like very much you have to make sure that like they stop, they see you before you like do anything.
You just wait until the road is clear.
Yeah. And here they're like, no, go. And so I was like, oh my gosh, they're so nice here. But when we went on the walking tour last night, our tour guide was like, everyone needs to hold up their right hand and promise you will not stand or step in the street on this tour, because the people here are called
Massholes.
the drivers here
In Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's how they are. That there'd been some close calls and stuff, and we were both like, that has not been our experience.
No, yeah.
But you had made the comment.
If that's what they say about the drivers here, what does that say about us if we thought they were nice?
We indeed did not wake up bright and early the next morning, but as promised, we headed back to Crowhaven Corner to pick up our trinkets now that we could see them dazzling in the daylight.
We were here last night when it was dark outside and we all just looked super gray and dull, but now you're going to be able to see.
This is like why people buy them.
These ones aren't as shiny as others I've seen, but you can see a little bit of the flash in there.
Kind of got that like unicorn rainbow iridescent vibe. Is it okay if I film the cat?
Yeah.
Well, hello. You look like a bigger version of my kitty.
Yeah. Likes his head pat.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. The cat's name is Lucifer.
Uh-huh. It's so cute. He's such a good man.
Such a handsome boy.
We wandered down a street littered with theme shops and met and saw many interesting people as well as their familiars. We took a break from picking our wares to get our fortunes told.
Alright, this is my first like tarot reading.
That's okay. So I'm gonna have you pull 10 cards, place them face down in a pile, one at a time. How's it going?
I want to book a reading.
So we have some interesting things going on and some really positive things as well.
Okay.
Don't be scared about this guy. He's not always bad. He's self-lovely. But I also feel like we're making plans. Someday we want to have kids here. Because I feel like we're talking about that maybe in the next 3 years. 2 really well-defined child lives. Possibly third.
So like 2, maybe 3 kids.
Just maybe 3. They're for you. These are lucky mojo beans. I'm blessing them with the Hecate potion. You can hold on to these for good luck. You can also use them.
Mine ended up being more accurate than I would have liked to admit, and the session ended with some wishing beans.
So we both just got done with our psychic readings and they both went really well. And it was very spooky how accurate some of the things were.
Really going back to back, you could see this is where she went in mine, and mine was like a completely different direction, and it was very accurate to our own.
Yep.
And so I'm like, that's very cool and interesting.
I'm very curious to see what Chase will think of mine.
Be like,
Nope.
I'm
Nope,
glad
nope.
you liked it, Jamie. Is what I was gonna say.
We stumbled into another dining establishment before trekking to our furthest destination yet. We could have been convinced that we had indeed traveled back in time to an early American settlement, with its various examples of colonial housing, as well as gardens and a blacksmith shop. We deeply enjoyed wandering the structures and observing the variety of crafted artifacts.
Children were educated from an early age, and though the academic opportunities for girls and women were slim to non-existent, the little girls were taught to read in equal measure to boys. House did not say that. Anyway, the parenting could potentially far worse.
What'd you do, Jamie?
I befriended a black cat.
Oh no! And they called you a witch?
Yeah. They're right.
What did you do?
I expressed my opinion to a man.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah.
I deserved it.
Have you learned your lesson?
No.
No. You gonna do it again?
Yeah.
That's good.
Herbal medicine books of the time are talking about the temperaments of pear are dry and cold.
Oh my gosh, look at the mushroom over here in the corner. Is that a mushroom?
I think so.
I'm just another basic witch. Right now we are in the process of shopping, so we'll keep you updated on what we end up finding. Oh yeah, witch teas. I was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go there. We just got out of there. Janie?
Yeah.
But this is the other thing that I wanted to look at. Was this witch pics? Oh, I think it might actually just be a store to take pictures in. So, because I was thinking maybe they'd have like clothes or something. So never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
We continued our journey to bring home objects that would transport us back to our time here, followed by us battling the merciless downpour as though our very lives hung in the balance.
There's a storm blowing in right now, so we're really leaning into the Halloween vibes. This music is not being edited in. All right, I'm ready.
Go.
Okay.
It's raining. I have never been anywhere where I am instantly soaked as soon as I step outside. Not nearly as bad now as it was earlier.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, we are in a river. Oh, ah! Can't swear, can't swear. Ooh. I got that on camera.
Yes. Once we arrived to our final tavern experience, our woes would have been a faint, distant memory if we were not completely drenched to the bone.
We made it home from the rain. Luckily, we were able to get a ride from local on-demand. I was about to call it UTA, but that's not what they call it here. But anyways, yeah.
Ride share.
Yeah. Very much. We do not want to walk home in the rain. The rain here is very different from what it is in Utah.
We're on the coast, and you can tell.
And it's green here. There's got to be a reason why it's green.
So much water.
We were able to get dry and cozied up, and now we're gonna just kind of go over all the things that we bought. So I guess the first thing, we got our sweatshirts.
The opposites is so us. The light color and the like cozy, and me black.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm also wearing little birth flowers for me and Chase.
So I got a couple of bracelets. This one, it's Morganite. And then I got this, which is Moonstone.
And then everywhere I go, I try to get a t-shirt and a sticker. This is just a shirt that I got. It's got a little not matching sticker, but just a Salem sticker that I'll put on my water bottle when I get home. A postcard of a black cat.
Next, I got this mug. On this side, it says, "Which city? Salem, Massachusetts," and has like the stars and the moon. And then on this side, it has a little witch, and it's kind of shaped like a cauldron, which I thought was really cute.
Sorry.
No, you're right. I love mugs. I don't own cups. I only own mugs. So this will definitely get used. I also got a shot glass that says Salem and has buildings and tourist attractions from Salem on it. I thought it was fun. The witch and the moon and the bats and everything in the sky.
Yeah, looking at that closer, that looks...
Isn't that
yeah,
cool?
It's very intricate and it looks really nice.
It's very detailed, and it has like the specific houses.
I got just a little bundle of lavender along with some other things. This shop that we got,
that was my favorite, and they didn't allow pictures or videos, so you won't see it at all, but it was the best one.
It was literally so cool. It was very much like a witchy shop. You could put together stuff for potions or
components
spells.
for spells, lots of herbs, lots of tools for actual witchcraft, not just like
the
gimmicky, touristy, or like pre-made spells for people who don't do witchcraft. Like it was purely ingredients and supplies for your own spell work.
It had animal bones, which was really cool.
Animals, and the whole ceiling was just herb bundles hanging down, like drying, like the whole ceiling. It was so pretty.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that. Right, so we have made it to the airport.
It's so early,
and it's, yep, we're gonna go home. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for planning, doing everything.
Hi, I'm Janie, and I planned this whole trip.
Hi, I'm Meg.
With trinkets in hand, we took to the skies, reminiscing on the trip and memories made. I think our goal of experiencing everything macabre was indeed a success. Meg is one of those people who has witnessed nearly every version of me, and somehow stayed through them all. Sharing this place with her felt full circle, like honoring both where we've been and who we've become. Some trips are about the destination, but this one was about the stories we'll keep telling long after the candles burn out. And maybe that's the thing about Salem. It doesn't leave you empty-handed. You bring its stories with you. So in the next video, we keep them alive. We'll light some candles, share some ghost stories, and attend a slumber party built around late-night conversations and girlhood connection. Come spend the night with us. Consider this your invitation.